welcome back to Book and Prejudice. My name is Matt, and today I want to talk about my TBR shelf, which I finally have after years and years and years of wanting and not having space to have one. Now, a few weeks ago I did a bookshelf tour in which I briefly mentioned that I did in fact have one of these cubes dedicated to books that I wanted to read ASAP, and it's a place where me and my partner can visually see what we have that we want to read, and it can also really help when buying books, because we know how many books are there. As a matter of fact, I've gone through the bookshelf several times now and I still haven't bought a book because I know how many books there are in here. And I also really like it because it is a great way of also seeing and holding yourself accountable to, I don't think I should buy myself a new book because I already have many books. So I'm gonna show that to you today. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy the video, and let's go to the corner. Welcome to my floor and this particular corner of my bookshelf. This bookshelf, as I said, my shelves are each titled something. This one's called Leer ASAP, which means to read ASAP if you don't speak Spanish. And as I said, this is a shared space, so I will only be talking about my books in the shelf because I don't know why Greg has chosen these books to keep here. So yeah, I'm going to talk about these books and sort of when they got into my bookshelf, when I'm hoping to read them, and all of the good stuff. So, first book I have it's very shiny. It's this Shadow and Bone limited edition or collector's edition that Greg got me for my birthday. I really want to read the Shadow and Bone series. I've been thinking about getting them for a while, and he got me this most stunning book for this. I got this at 12 for Focus, and I'm hoping to read it before the year ends. Next book that I have is The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. I got this in July, I think, or in June, and I got it because, as you guys all know, I really like The Secret History by Donna Tartt, so I really wanted to continue reading more, and I know that this is the first thing that she wrote, and this is what she was actually very well known for before The Secret History. So I'm really excited to read this one because I think it's going to be beautiful. I don't know when I want to read this, but this has been in my shelf for a while, so I should probably get going with it. I'm going to remove that book from there because it is not mine. Okay, I have A Little Life by Hanya Janagihara. I'm so sorry, I butchered your name. That's so rude, but I can't pronounce this. I got this in, I think between November and February I got this. There was a lockdown when I got this, but that's not much these days. But I got this because my friend recommended it. He said he didn't like it and he wanted my opinion on it. So I got it, and then I never got through with reading it because I know it's a very sad book and I wasn't really in the mental space to read it. Now I'm getting there, so I think I will be reading this one sooner rather than later, maybe around December time. It is a big chunky boy, so I don't know if maybe I'll do like read it throughout the month instead of just read it in one go, or I'll just commit to myself for a week to just read it and then get it done with. I'm not sure what the plan is gonna be with this one, but yes, A Little Life has been here for a long time and it should be getting read sooner rather than later. Next book I have is The Bastard of Istanbul by Liv Shafak. This book has been in my house since May. Again, this is bad. This is not the best. But I've bought it because I absolutely loved 10 minutes 38 seconds in this Strange World by Liv Shafak as well, and I wanted to read everything she puts out. She actually just put out another book and I haven't bought it because I know I haven't finished this one out. And I got this one and I'm very excited to read it. And actually, it should be in the shelf as well, but it's too tiny and I don't want to overwhelm myself. A friend of mine got me for my engagement slash birthday slash, you know, because all of that happened around the same time. How to Stay Sane in an Age of Division by Liv Shafak as well. So I'm probably going to be reading these two together, and I'm hoping to read them in January. Like, I know that's like a long-term thing, but I'm being realistic with my time frames here. I started my year with Liv Shafak and I would love to finish my year with Liv Shafak. So maybe end of December, beginning of January. That's when these two will get read. Okie dokie. next book we have is The Sin Eater by Megan Campisi. I got this book, this was probably one of the first books I bought in Edinburgh, with another one that's also in here. I got this book in this really cute bookshop called Rare Birds Bookshop. It's in Stockbridge, if you know Edinburgh. And I love it because it just carries female authors. So I got this book in, I want to say end of August. And I'm very excited to read it. This is one that I'm going to read quite soon. Oh, there's a bookmark. I didn't realize that. That's kind of cool. I'm hoping to read this one in October, actually, because I want to do like a lot of, I love reading historical fiction in the winter time and in the fall time. So I think that between October, this book's going to be read. I'm very excited to read it also. I think the cover is absolutely stunning, and even like the back cover with like the foods and everything, because from what I read a couple pages in the bookshop, so I'm very excited to read it. They're all very well placed here. Okay, the next one I have is Calvino's Invisible Cities. I got this, no, my boyfriend got this for me, my fiance got it for me actually. I just saw the dedication, very kind of him to do that. And we got this on the trip that we decided to move to Edinburgh, so in June. And this was from a bookshop called the Golden Hair Books, also in Stockbridge. And we got it because we went into that bookshop, and that was one of the things that we loved the most, the fact that bookshops were walking distance from everywhere. So we each got the other a book, and he got me this one because I had mentioned a couple times that I wanted to read a bit more of Calvino. I wanted to start reading it rather, because I hadn't read anything by him. So yeah, this is a very meaningful book for me. I want to read it as well during the fall time when maybe exploring cities is not as possible. And I also have A Good School by David Yates. David or Richard? By Yates. I don't know whose name it is. I got this book, I want to say May, maybe June, maybe July latest. But I got it because it takes place in a boarding school, so I was waiting until September, October to read it. I think this might be actually, once I finish my 2 book club books, the next book I read. I actually really like this cover as well. I don't know if you guys can see, it's very stunning. I just love the simplicity of it and the mischievousness of it. And I've heard only good things about this book, so this is gonna be probably my next book after I read the other 2 that I have going on at the moment. Okay, this one's bad. This is not good. This is Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's Half a Yellow Sun. I've had this for over a year in my bookshelves now. I bought this September 2020, and I still haven't read it because I thought I was gonna read it during the summer. Because I saw, oh, sun, I'll read it over the summer because I have more time. And then I got a job and I never got around with it. I would like to read this book around the April 2022. Oh, holy crap. 2022, okay. I would like to read this around April 2022. And yeah, again, a beautiful cover. It's been in my house for longer than I would like to admit. And this is what I'm trying to avoid with having this corner, because I kept losing track of this book. So I never saw it. Now if I want a book, first thing I do is I go here to this shelf and I know where to find it. But now, before it wasn't a possibility. Regardless, this might still take me time. I have to be in a particular mindset to read this particular book because I've heard that it is sort of like a little life, like you need to be in a good headspace, and I feel like if I read a little life or if I read this one, it's gonna take me a while to go back to being in a good headspace. So probably April if I read that one, and not that one, that one in November, December. Okay, this one is also embarrassing because this has been in my bookshelf since I moved in with Greg, because this is Greg's. This is Mallory Blackman's Knots and Crosses. I was told this was fantastic by Greg, and then I was told this was terrible by Greg as well, and then I was told just to read it by him. So it was a bit of a roller coaster for him. But I know Mallory Blackman has just gotten out the 3rd one, so I'm really excited to read that one. I think I'm gonna read this one over the Christmas break actually, because it looks really interesting. It's ours, it's Greg's, like it is in the house all the time. So I could have potentially have read it a lot sooner, but I didn't. but now I'm hoping that I will, because I really like the premises, I really like the concept that they have, and the fact that the whole trilogy is now complete, that really makes me really happy, because now I can actually obsess over it. Okay, and last but definitely not least, I have, this book is beautiful. Look at this. The Mad Women's Ball. It is, I don't know, it's not, because I am filming this with my iPhone, maybe it doesn't catch, but it is beautiful. I got this not too long ago, I got this month actually. It was a really funny story. I was looking at it with Greg, we went to Waterstones, and I was telling him this is a very beautiful cover. And this woman that worked there just comes to me and goes, you need to get that book. And I go to her and I'm like, oh, okay, sure, I'll get it. And I'm quite trustworthy. If you work in Waterstones or in like a bookshop, chances are you'd like books. So I was like, yeah, okay. And then she was like, I don't think you understand. Like, this is the best book ever. I read it. This is my book for 2021. I loved it, blah, 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 blah. Like, she kept hyping it up. And I was like, no, ma'am, I am sold. Like, I will buy this. Don't worry. And you could just tell how passionate she was about it. So yeah, I got it. And also, like, honestly, the cover is stunning. And like, even the inside cover is beautiful. Like, it just looks so crazy, which I think will match really well with the theme of the book. And I don't know when I'm gonna read this, because I need to speak to my friend Celia, because I think she also really wanted to read this, and this was gonna be her read for the book club. And it's her turn in November, so I'm gonna see if she wants me to read, if she's gonna do that for November. I'll read it in November for that. If not, I might actually just read it in October. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, it's just so pretty. I love this book so much. Okay, let me return this back to this place. There you go. And then I have also a few other books that they're not in my TBR shelf, mostly because they take a whole freaking shelf on their own. But I thought I would show you guys as well, because I do hope to get to read them soon-ish. Let's go. Okay, welcome to my little Philippa Gregory corner. As I mentioned in a few of my videos during the autumn time, I really do like to read fiction, historical fiction especially. So I would love to get a lot of my Philippa Gregory books read during this fall, especially because Edinburgh just oozes history everywhere. It's not like in London, in which, yes, there's a lot of history, but you can't see it. In Edinburgh, the castle is the focal point. The Royal Mile shows you the history, and you just can see and breathe and like, it's just, history just oozes out of Edinburgh. So I have here all of the Queen's books. I don't know if you guys can see them here. So I would love to read a couple of these this year. I'm not in too much of a hurry, because they are historical books, so they can be a little bit annoying to read at times. But I really do want to get these as well. I read them with my father-in-law. He really likes Philippa Gregory as well, so we read them, and he gifted them. He's gifted me a lot of them, actually. As a matter of fact, they're not going anywhere from there. He has also gifted me Dark Tides by Philippa Gregory. I stole his copy of Tidelands and I read it, loved it. So now I have the second one. I'm very excited to read this. I might actually read this in October as well. And from historical fiction, I also have The Betrayals by Bridget Collins, which is the second one to The Binding. Another gift that he has given me. My in-laws really give me a lot of books, which is great. So here's a book that they gifted me. And this one I'm probably gonna read during the Christmas break, actually, which I know is a bad idea because it's a hard copy, but it's just so nice. So I'm probably gonna read those soon as well, but I'm not in such a hurry to read these ones, because I do know that they will be a little bit of a pain to read in the future, and I'm not I don't want to ruin the experience of Philippa Gregory to myself. Alright, so those are all of the books that I want to read in the next few months. Hopefully by the end of the year. I would love to start the year with a blank TBR, or rather with a fully new TBR list. I don't know which one sounds better actually, but those are all of the books that I have in my shelf right now. And I'm saying this so that you guys can hold me accountable. I don't think I'm gonna buy many more books. Obviously I'll buy the October, November and December book club books because those are mandatory. But I don't think that I'm gonna buy any other books besides those, and maybe Piranesi by Susanna Clark because it has won the Waterstones award and I love to buy that one, and they usually bring like a very new nice edition, and I want to see if they do, and if they do I'm gonna get it. So yeah, those are the books that I have. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all of that jazz. And for more bookish content, you guys can follow me on Instagram at bookofprejudice.com. No, I always say my Instagram wrong. It's like I don't know how Instagram works. You can follow me on Instagram, which is at bookandprejudice. Okay, that's what it is. I don't know why it's so hard for me to pronounce. But yeah, I hope you guys loved the video, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye bye.